November, you may have seen a parade like this in your hometown or on TV. Do you know why? This is a Veterans Day parade. Veterans Day is a day to honor those who serve or have served in America's military and to celebrate patriotism, which is someone's love for their country. But what's the story behind Veterans Day? Why do we celebrate it each November? Veterans Day began as a commemoration of the end of World War I, also known as the Great War, or the war to end all wars. It began in 1914 in Europe. Eventually, other countries, including the United States, joined in to support their allies, the United Kingdom, France, and Russia. During the years of World War I, the United States sent more than 1 million soldiers to Europe. More than 4 years after the war first began, both sides agreed on an armistice, which is another word for truce. The signing of this agreement meant that the fighting would stop. So, at 11 a.m. on November 11, 1918, the guns went silent. This was the moment that World War I ended. Because of this, November 11th became known as Armistice Day. In 1954, Congress changed the name of Armistice Day to Veterans Day, making it a day to recognize and honor all Americans who had served in the U.S. military, not only those who had fought in World War I. Now, you might notice that the truce began at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month. This is why every year at 11 a.m. on November 11th, many countries around the world pause for 1 or 2 minutes of silence to remember those who have served their country in war. In the United States, people across the country are encouraged to observe 2 minutes of silence at 2:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Each year, on November 11th, the Veterans Day National Ceremony is held at the Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia. During this ceremony, the President lays a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier to pay respect to those who fought and died for their country. Veterans Day is also a day to thank living veterans for their service and to acknowledge their sacrifices and contributions. Across the United States, many communities hold parades on Veterans Day itself or the weekend before it. This is a tradition that dates all the way back to 1947. There are many ways to participate in Veterans Day celebrations with your school or community. How will you celebrate Veterans Day this year?
If you liked this video, you can find it and so many more at clickview.net. Sign up for free today.